You're listening to the Last Man In podcast. Covering Winnipeg hockey and the NHL.
Scheifele dances his way in. Scheifele scores! Blake Wheeler finds the far corner. And the Winnipeg Jets win it in overtime.
Woo, woo, woo.
Welcome back, episode 124. Of
Christmas!
Christmas episode of Last Man In podcast.
Yes, you didn't bring gifts again.
Again! Year 2!
Bad Santa.
That's right, Carey's here. Finnish correspondent, Carey. Say something in Finnish. I told you
What?
Finnish. I was like, dude, I told you Finnish.
Or tervetuloa, which means welcome, but yeah, tervetuloa to our podcast.
Carey's gonna. This is what we're gonna do when we're giving out gifts. Carey's gonna open Greg's gifts. Greg can still keep them, but Carey gets to open them.
No.
That's not fair.
Yep,
No.
that takes away the joy of the gift.
No.
No, Greg
you
can
still
open it,
get
Carey
them?
gets
Yeah,
to keep
Greg,
it.
you open it,
even
Carey
better.
keeps it.
I want the essence.
I got gifts.
All right,
That's enough.
let's tease. I gotta write down these teasers.
We got tease.
Well, yeah, we haven't. You
Okay.
haven't been
I
on
know.
the podcast in 2 weeks.
Longer, 3. I think 2 or 3. I was Mump
3
Man.
It was a mumpy ride.
3 weeks.
Okay.
There were lots of bumps and downs.
All right.
If we're playing percentages, though, there is only one out of us 4 that would end up getting it, and it would be me. If we're playing percentages, sure. So
For the
Well.
months.
for Mumps to show actual signs, because it's 3 and 10 people. So like of the one of 3 of us that were in that room showed signs.
Did
of
you go
mumps.
to a carnival recently?
No.
Well, because usually you can get them on bumper cars.
Have you just been saving these up and you're
No,
like,
I just thought
I'm
of that
gonna
one
wait
right
for it?
He's
yeah,
really,
so-
he's really busting your mump over this.
Fuck you guys.
Anyways,
It didn't make me any better at hockey either. I thought maybe like getting the mumps meant like I had something in
oh,
common
you were
with
gonna
Sidney
get
Crosby.
some superpowers?
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen that way.
I feel like you had a bit of a mump in your throat there. Mump the brakes. All right. No more.
Okay.
This is too easy.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Okay. So welcome to the Christmas episode,
Yep.
where we talk about nothing Christmassy except for one thing. There's one thing we talk about that's Christmas oriented, and that's the World Junior Hockey Championship.
That is.
However, we're going to start with the Jets and their progress since last time we met here. Well, since last time they met here, I wasn't here. Which includes their skills competition, who else has come off the IR, and then we'll, I guess, fast forward into some mailbag stuff, talk about everything around the NHL. We might even bring in Jim Benning, who I've heard has been hitting the eggnog and rum really hard recently, so it's always a hoot whenever we get Jim Benning on. And last but certainly not least, we're going to do not a full, but somewhat of a World Junior preview, and that's why we have our Finnish superfan, Carey Bus.
They're not meddling this year, guys. I'm just saying.
Oh no! After last night, when they were down 4-0 in the first period?
Yeah, it was not a good showing.
No, that was
They were down 2-0 in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I got home a little bit after the game started from work, and
So you didn't watch the game?
Well, I barely saw any of it, but I came in and I was like, "Patty, how are the Finns doing?" He's like, "Well, they're down 4-0 already." I'm like, "Like in the second? Did it start early?" He's like, "No, it's the first." I'm like, "Oh, well, this is a competition."
Yeah. All they said on TSN, they're like, "Oh, Canada's already up 4-0." I'm like, "Oh well, I don't need to watch this game."
Guess we need
Leafs.
to- yeah.
Yeah.
You and I think the
And then I have one
Rangers-
question for everybody, but that'll be before we go to World Juniors, and we'll go around the table and talk about it.
Okay.
So let's start with the Jets. How did they do this week?
They played 2 games since the last podcast.
Okay. Which is like,
That's weird.
that's a gift.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That
usually-
is the NHL being like, okay, we fucked you guys over for most of 2016, so here's a gift for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Two
Well, really
games.
just 2 months.
I think we mentioned
Yeah,
it last
but-
week, but they actually statistically had the worst schedule ever.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
for like
it was
flights
the
and stuff.
most
32
dense
games in
schedule of all
60
time,
in
and a lot
60
of it
days.
was on the road,
Yeah, it
too,
was
right?
fucked.
Like, no team has ever had a worse schedule. Like, they actually compared it.
And it's funny because like you
That's
hear
the funny
teams,
part.
you hear like Steve Dangle's a guy I watch very often, and he was pretty upset the Leafs continue to have back-to-backs. And I said, that'd be nice. Like, back-to-backs suck. The Leafs have had a lot of them. But the Jets have not only had back-to-backs, but then, like, they'll be like, okay, we're going to play in Colorado on Thursday, then Anaheim on Saturday, then back in Winnipeg on Sunday. Not realistic, but that's essentially been what their schedule's been like.
Yeah.
It's been fucked.
They've gone, like, what did they do 1 week?
They went to Nashville 2 days later. They played
Nashville-
in Winnipeg. Then the next night they played Chicago. Like
Yeah.
literal next
In-
night.
But, like, not even that. They did, like, on the road, they did, who is it? Like, Dallas, Colorado, and then back to Winnipeg in, like,
it's-
3 days.
Yeah.
Did
it's
any of you
been a lot.
watch the Florida game though?
I caught a bit of it.
I was at the game. and
Nicky
I-
Beast?
Toby
I
Edstrom
have
is
to
a
say,
dirty bastard.
I got
3 penalties in a row.
and he earned them all too. for the
3 in a
record.
row.
Like there was
God.
no arguing any of those. They were great penalties. But what I wanted to say is the Jets really played like trash, like hot garbage for most of that game, and
They
yet
did.
somehow came out on top. Also, did you guys notice that we were like they were 3 for 3 on the power play, the Florida Panthers that
Mhm.
night? Very impressive.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Well, they had
Very
Nicky
bad
Beasy.
for...
Well, and they
Yarmer,
didn't have Toby Enstrom out there to kill the penalty. So I mean,
The
how
Jet,
are we supposed to
let's
kill
put it
it?
this way: the Jets looked really good in the third period and really good in overtime, but the first 2 periods,
Also, could you imagine if
Not
we
so
lost
much.
in the shootout? What that story becomes like? It was because they won in the shootout. They're like, oh, we found a way to win. We battled through. No,
the biggest
won the
news
shootout.
out of this game: Patrick Laine's shootout move didn't work the third time,
yeah.
so he should probably change it.
Did
up.
he
that's
really?
He
think
literally
it would-
did
No,
the
no,
same
I saw
thing.
it. Did he really think it was going to work? Again?
I saw him going down. I'm like,
Also on
I'm like,
Bobby Lou.
Patrick, don't do it, don't do it. He did it. I'm like, fuck you, Patrick. Come on.
Like, do not think Roberto watches the footage.
It
He
worked
has to watch
twice.
the footage.
It shouldn't have worked the second time, but it did.
Well,
3
'cause then-
times?
but the second time, it's
No.
psyching the goalie out, right? He's like, he won't try that same. Damn it! Come on.
He did it again.
He was just going to ride the hot hand till someone stopped
So-
it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a rough game, though. Like, chippy.
Yeah,
I didn't watch
not
it. Chippy.
Not bad, yeah. You know who's impossible to handle is that Nick Bugstad, though. Jeez.
Yeah,
he's
Nicky Beasy.
massive. No one on the Jets had an answer for him. It was crazy.
Remember when Nick Beasy did it? And we got a cake because of it?
Eat treats
Yeah,
of
was-
pizza.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's the
what did
best.
he do?
He got
He
39
got 30,
points.
39 points.
Yeah, we
Because
said-
Florida Panthers' leading scorer the year before is 38 points.
And they made the playoffs with that.
I love that franchise. That franchise is. Did you guys hear about all
Yeah,
like the
their owner is now
controversy around it?
their owner
He's
is
in
now
Trump's cabinet.
Yeah, he's in Trump's cabinet. He's
Yeah.
like part of the army now.
He is the minister of defense for.
That
the
explains
That's
USA.
what it is.
everything.
Well, he did draft Aaron Ekblad, so I mean, you got to
Yeah,
give him
I think
something.
he might. I think some of the Panthers might be getting called into service. They're doing a
Especially Aaron
study on
Ekblad.
Jaromir Jagr.
This is real.
Yeah, this is no. I'm
Oh,
dead
yeah.
serious.
Oh, Linda McMahon is a secretary of small business.
I know,
On
I saw
WWE, Linda McMahon.
Hey, to be
Wrestling
fair,
is in the
who's
White House.
better?
That's not
business than
surprising, though,
wrestling
because
people.
Donald Trump's been on wrestling like a million times.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
So I'm not
WWE
totally
Hall of
surprised.
Famer. Pretty
So are we going to
amazing.
see a Royal Rumble 2017 in the
Trump
White
versus-
House? No, in the White House.
But also, did
No.
you guys hear about the whole Dale
Maybe.
Talon thing?
No.
Okay, so Dale Talon, I guess, got promoted to president of hockey operations, but essentially lost his teeth in like the final say with the Florida Panthers organization in terms of player personnel moves. And then they put Tom Rowe in charge. Then Tom Rowe fired the coach, Gerard Gallant, of the Florida Panthers. I'm sure you guys remember that after the Carolina game.
Yeah.
And then he was like out on the street with his bags and it was all
Looking
bad,
for a
bad
cab.
look
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah. And then so Tom Rowe takes over as head coach, and then I guess Vinny Viola, the owner, had a conversation with Dale Talon because all of a sudden NHL GMs the entire like league over were telling all the TSN insiders. Now Dale Talon suddenly we've all been told is the guy to talk to if you want to do player moves or player personnel trades and stuff like that. Which is different, and yet the Florida Panthers organization was saying publicly to everyone, no, the TSN insiders are wrong, nothing has changed within the organization. So that's kind of messed up.
And
So
Bob
who's
McKenzie
right?
was
Bob
not
McKenzie
happy.
was fired up. He's
He-
like, with all due respect, or not, to the Florida media, he's an idiot. He's wrong.
He basically was
Something
like,
may- something
all
may
due
be
respect,
changed.
but he's full of crap.
Oh, like
What,
the
the owners?
Yeah, no, not
No,
the owner,
there was
Florida
a
media.
there was a
Oh.
like the Florida media basically said don't believe all the like
The hoopla around.
the sensational media or like media attention, like it's all just
Yeah.
the attention. And Bob McKenzie's like, well, with all due respect, he's full of crap.
He's like, yeah, his role, because like the titles didn't change, so there's still 2 assistant GMs. Tom Rowe is the interim head coach. Sorry, he used to be the GM head coach. Now I think he's mostly focusing on his coaching duties. So Talon in the interim, I think, is going to be doing.
So basically, everyone's complaining about the who to talk to.
Right.
And who do you
so
talk
the media
to?
think
Talent?
that's So the media are like, that's
Apparently.
a story, but the Florida Panthers are like, that's not a story. Shut up. He's still just president of hockey operations. And it's like, oh god.
Why
Okay.
does it matter?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
anyway,
they've
it's
only
kinda
won
funny.
I'm pretty sure they've only won like 2 or 3 games with him as the coach.
Yeah, they're 2-3-5, I think now.
They're
Or
something-
2-4-4.
They were
or
like
something.
two,
Real bad.
They were like 2-6 and something. I think. At one point.
They're a tire fire.
Yes.
You know what though? They'll make
Making
it.
his comeback.
It's a fun.
It's a Christmas
They,
miracle.
they will make the playoffs. I still believe.
There's other
But
Christmas
my
miracles,
favorite
trust
thing
me.
about
I'm
all
sure
of that
we
was
can
just
talk
hearing
about
Bob
it.
McKenzie that upset. That was the
I've never
best
heard him
part of
swear
all that. He
before.
was so mad.
He was actually
I was like,
mad.
why are you so mad?
But
Bob?
Bobby Mack's like what, 2 or 3 years, like less than probably 3 years from retiring.
Oh, that'll be a sad day.
Well, I mean, he's grooming other people to be it, and like Kiprios has really come a long way in breaking, and Elliot Friedman in breaking news and all that.
I just trust Bobby Mack more than everybody
Yeah,
else.
but that's because he gained your trust.
If
The
we
other
have
guys
to
are
leave
gaining my
the,
trust.
if we have to leave hockey news to Nick Kiprios,
Hey,
Pretty good.
hey, he did call and break the Kessel trade, which was 100% accurate.
Fair.
He was the one who
well,
called
that's
it.
fine. He can break news. He doesn't know what he's talking about though.
Well, he broke news. Phil Kessel.
Well, he can. He gets a call from someone saying, "Oh yeah, this happened." Then he can say
Yeah,
it.
no, I know, but that's
But when he
what
formulates an
It's-
opinion on
the other
something, or
thing,
when he
though-
tries
the
to
other
give
thing,
his
though-
when he tries to give his
You're-
2 cents on
You're
something,
saying,
he sounds like a moron.
His analysis isn't as.
His analysis
simple
is
as
pretty
Mackenzie's.
bad.
Well, Mackenzie's also kind of a.
The other thing, too, is you have to think about, like, McKenzie kind of created the insider job.
Yep.
Essentially.
He was
He is
the
And
insider.
everyone else under him is, like, McKenzie is all the contacts. Like, his phone is just filled. Like,
Did you guys
imagine if you... He's got, like, Tinder for NHL GMs. They all swipe right on Bobby Mack because they trust him. They swipe left on everyone else. It's true,
Did
though!
you guys see the?
They all trust Bobby Mack, and they all swipe right on him and
So,
swipe left on other people.
when you're on
Did you
Tinder-
guys see the video a couple of years ago that they?
Is that not right, though?
It's just like, why is there Tinder for media people?
No, but like when you're that begs the question when Greg's on Tinder. Is he like trustworthy,
looking for
right
Bob
swipe,
No!
not trustworthy, left swipe?
He's like, she doesn't seem anything like Bobby Mack. Left.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is he's become like the person
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Insider, so everyone started trusting him. So everyone that's underneath him has to gain the trust of the GMs because those are the people giving them
My
feeding
real
them. the
Did you
information.
guys see the video TS had made a couple of years ago? It was like it was like a comedy video, but
I
it
think I
basically
did,
was like
yeah.
Bob McKenzie is like a fraud, and
Yeah,
like what it was
and his
is
mom and his wife was.
what it was is he had a microphone in his ear, and his wife was sitting like behind the cameras, like, and she was like the brains, and she was like feeding him
Yeah.
all his lines and like telling him all the
That's
information.
super funny.
So basically, they're like Bob's full of shit. Like he doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Find it and tweet it. It was actually really
Okay.
funny.
What were you gonna say, Carey?
Oh, I just was gonna say, I wonder how many times a year the guy has to change out the battery on his phone because it's probably just going off like 24/7.
Well, yeah, Bobby Mack's the guy like in your phone. Like everyone's got a few people where you're like, oh, I got their number, or whatever. Like not girls, but like just in general, where you're like, I wonder if they'll answer me if I text them. Let's find out. And then you're like, all right, I sent it. And then you look and you have like one misspelling. You're like, ah, fuck, they're never answering now, ever.
The thing I like about Bob Mack, he doesn't like feed stories or try and like create drama. He's very like to the point. Like a lot of media are like
Yeah, he doesn't.
they try and spice it up and make it controversial. He's just like, nope. Like the whole time there was that Trouba
No.
thing. He's like, everyone's like, oh, Trouba doesn't want to be in Winnipeg. The Jets aren't going to sign him. Bob McKenzie's like, well, they signed him. I don't think they're going to trade him. I don't know why they'd ever want to trade him. They just signed him. But okay.
And he stayed kind of silent in the background. He's like, this is what I know.
Because
Michigan, Trouba, Winnipeg, Jets. Done. That's all I know, guys.
That's
That's all I'm going to say.
He doesn't need the thing about Bob McKenzie though is he never stretches for a story because he's not so much a content creator like other guys are columnists, so they're trying to create content. Most of the content that Bob Mack gets, he's just kind of regurgitating to other people. Like when he says, "Oh, I'm hearing this guy for this guy," it's because a GM told him, "Oh, this guy for this guy."
Yeah.
Like that's what we're
But he
working on
can't
right
say
now.
it yet because then he'll lose that contact.
Well,
Exactly.
But the GM
So
will tell
he-
him if he's allowed to say it.
Yeah, he walks that line very fairly, and like you know that, yeah, he's kind of the big deal. And when it comes to insider hockey and like how to actually be a professional, he's the number one guy.
Also on Media Hockey Tinder, he has the most ever matches. So
Clearly.
there's
Yeah.
that.
Because everybody wants some Bobby Mack in their life.
You know, speaking of Tinder, you know the Tinder where it would be off the chain? In New York. The Jets played them. Mm-hmm. And they beat them. They didn't. Damn it! Oh, I thought it was so good.
What?
That just
What are you trying
I
to
was
just
trying-
off the rails.
Leave this to me.
I was trying
No,
to
you
go
should
to
fell off the
abs.
rails.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that.
All right.
that went off the
Anyways,
rails.
Why were they in New York?
they
in-
weren't. I was
What
trying to
made
make
you-
it work. I didn't want to talk about it anymore, so I was moving it to abs.
Yeah,
That's
let's,
fair.
let's talk about the 4-1 victory over the
Yeah.
Avs.
I thought I read Rangers.
My favorite thing was hearing all the people calling in and going, the Jets played a real good defensive game. I'm like, against the Avs, just throwing that out there. Like, one of the worst offensive teams in the league right now.
They're a peculiar case of just
Colorado,
They're
weird.
the new Edmonton, would you say?
kind of.
But Edmonton worked out in a weird way.
They're talking
That's
to.
because they brought in Luch.
Their talking has gotten to
They
the
made a
point.
move.
They made a
But
couple of moves.
similar thing, right? Like their forwards, not bad, but their defense,
After
terrible.
Tyson Barrie, it falls off real fast, my man.
Tyson Berry.
They don't have a top
he's
pair.
not a
Okay,
D-man.
Tyson Berry, he could be a top pair defenseman on probably any team, but they have nobody that would even be remotely top 4 on any other, guaranteed on any other team.
Zach
Like who
Brendan?
do they have?
Well, I mean,
But he's
Actually,
not-
he's with
playing-
Montreal now.
Yeah, I was going to
And
say.
he wouldn't even be top
Isn't
4.
Eric Johnson on the Avs, but he's hurt right now?
No,
The
yeah,
wor-
Eric Johnson.
the worst
is
first round pick of the last 15 years. First overall pick of the last 15
Yeah, but he's
years.
still a top 4 defenseman. Maybe
Yeah.
he's a number 4, but he's still a
He's
top
still a
4
top four.
defenseman.
He's okay.
He's fine.
The thing is
Nothing wrong with him.
I think it's time for, and this is the same issue that Edmonton had, and same worry that I have for other teams that follow this model. Don't fucking hire guys who played for you, because then you're worried about firing them.
Yeah, it's
Dallas
fine.
hired Joe Nieuwendyk, and then he executed one of the worst trades with trading away James Neal, Matt Niskanen for Alex Goligoski. Now you have an actual, somewhat competent GM in Dallas because they got rid of Joe Nieuwendyk. Joe Sakic has not done anything to make the Avs better in the last 5 years. The best thing he's done maybe is bring Varlamov there, but he's been shaky other than that 1 year. They need to get rid of.
But he also played above his head that year.
Yeah,
but I
they-
also don't
he's
think
not
you
as-
can fault
he's
him
not that
much for
good.
what he does.
The other thing, too, with Colorado is they just need to trade someone. Like Edmonton did with Hall. Just cut ties with one of them. Whether it's Duchesne, whether it's McKinnon, whether it's Rantanen, whoever it might be, get rid of one of them. I don't want to see
Landeskog?
Rantanen go.
They,
Landeskog's their captain. Chances are they probably won't trade him.
From what I'm hearing, they literally said no one's untouchable in that whole team right
Good.
now.
They
They literally would trade anybody.
They need to move someone
They also
because
need
they
to-
need to get rid of someone.
With all due respect to Burnaby Joe, because he's like one of my faves.
I love
you're
Joe Sakic too.
I think he might need to move into more of an advisory role with them
Yeah.
or something. But I don't know. I'm not a GM.
But like
And the other
that
thing,
was a fun young team to watch a couple of years ago, and now it's almost like a slow. Like I know they have some young players, but it's almost like a slow, boring team to watch, and they can't keep up with the other teams that are getting faster.
The other
Yeah,
thing
they're
too
really
is
skilled.
that year that they made the playoffs, they got exposed so badly by Minnesota because Minnesota just killed them in the possession game. That's just something that Colorado was never adapted to.
But they were like the Calgary team. Like
yeah, both of them played way above their.
they were like the
average.
Calgary of the year after. Like they
Yeah.
made the playoffs, but their stats were terrible. Like their
Stats.
their like advanced stats were awful, and they're like, yeah, they can't keep doing this year after year.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
like possession for
I
that
love
year was
Calgary,
like
the cardiac
low
kids that
40s.
year,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
Like,
like, yeah, you might squeak in 1 year, but you can't rely on that year after year.
Yeah, the Avs had
So-
some pretty dynamic offense. They also had a 2-year younger Jerome McGinley, who I love him. He's probably one of my top 3 favorite players of all time, but he's like 40 now, man. Like you can't rely on the
He's
guy being
making-
top 6er
He-
anymore.
he's making good dough though too.
He's Jerome McGinley.
Like $5 million a year.
Brings people into those
5.33, I think, a
Yeah.
year right now.
I don't
The other thing too,
buildings. See his snipe against Jets.
I'm just
Beautiful.
gonna point this out. We've talked for about a good 20 minutes already about 2 hockey games that involve the Jets. Have not talked about the Jets. Very little. It's been all about the other teams.
Oh, it just shows
Oh.
you how remarkable the other teams.
Sunday was a good game if you were a Jets fan because
Yes.
They
Ehlers
won
finally
4-1.
scored for the first time in 15
Nice little
games.
snipe too.
Patrick Laine scored for the first time in a few games, couple of assists.
Did you
Really
guys hear
good
the
quote
Finnish
after the game.
broadcast? Oh, you go.
No, you can say. Oh,
Oh, someone spliced the Jets commentary with the Finnish commentary on the play of the goal.
oh yeah.
And it's like postman up to Scheifele, and then it's like postman up to Scheifele, and you're just like, oh, that sounds kind of weird. And then it's just like Scheifele over the line, and he scores, and he gets excited, but it's reasonable. And then, but you hear the Finnish broadcaster, it's like he just blew the mic. You're like, oh my god, just so loud. Scheifele over the line, he just goes insane. It's awesome.
And then allegedly they asked him after the game about the goal, and his quote was on a chance like that, I'll score 99 times out of 100. The other time that my stick will break.
Confidence. He's got it.
Yeah.
The other thing,
Did you guys see the Avalanche reporter?
Yes, I was just going to
they
bring
were
that up.
impressed too.
Did you hear about that?
They had I guess one of the Avs, the guy that works for their
The
broadcast
Altitude
team.
Network guy who was on Portage and Main.
He was on Portage and Main,
Yeah.
and he was literally like, I'm at Portage and Main. They say it's the coldest intersection in North America. I think it's the coldest intersection in the world. I feel like I'm going to die.
This is literally a death sentence.
Is this
what
a
he
video?
said. Yes.
Okay, all right.
It's
Well, let's go it up.
It's like
It's
15
so
seconds.
funny.
It's great.
And then he's in his
really not
hotel
happening.
room, and he's like, "This is the view from my hotel," and the condensation has created a fog on his thing. So he wrote Winnipeg wind chill minus 36 Fahrenheit, and he's like, "This is what they give me." He's Winnipeg wind chill minus 36 degrees. I'm like, yeah, that's welcome to our life, because it was cold.
Welcome.
The funniest thing is about Winnipeg is it was minus 40 on Sunday at game time, and then yesterday it was minus 2.
A 40-degree temperature differential.
Balmy, you could say. That's literally going from 0 to plus 40 for those who are playing the not so cold game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's
So,
that's
that's
literally
what we
going
deal
from
with.
minus 11 Fahrenheit to 0, or to 32 Fahrenheit in one day.
Yeah. Well, it
In
was
24 hours.
I didn't wear my winter boots yesterday. I got to wear my running shoes yesterday. It was nice.
It was nice.
I know, because
It was a treat.
I've been living in my winter boots that I worked those bad boys in.
Ooh.
Brand new
working
ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously the biggest storyline going into last week was, with this schedule lull that the Jets are in, they have to take advantage, and they're 4 out of 4 right now points wise.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4
point wise.
Well, tonight's a big game because they play Vancouver, which they should win. But the last, I think, 15 times they've had a chance to have a 3-game winning streak over the last, year and a half.
113-1.
They're 0-13-2. So they haven't had a 3-game winning streak in almost, 2 years.
113-1. They won 4 games in last season.
Okay, so they've done it once.
Yeah.
But, so that's kind of, if they can win tonight, that might be a confidence booster for them. Because they've won 2 games a lot of times this year in a row, but they haven't.
And they're getting Nicky Baton back tonight.
That's true, too. But they haven't gotten that 3rd win, so...
Wait, they haven't had 3 wins in a row in how long?
They
Since
had-
since
the end
the
of last
last
year.
4 games of last season.
What's
Yeah.
their longest win streak since they've been here?
I think 5 games.
5 or 6.
5 at the most.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
win very much.
Yeah, not all of us can be the Flyers or the Blue Jackets.
Or the Wild.
Or
Or
the
the Wild.
Pens.
Let's clear that up. Or the Metropolitan Division. I loved it. How I'm like, yeah, Flyers 10 in a row. And then I'm like, wait a second. The Blue
Look
Jackets have
right
8.
behind you.
And the Pens have 6. Come on,
And
guys.
they're just like,
And then,
hello?
it was like, Metropolitan, we're not playing each other for a month. Go, my children, go! Go have fun!
Beat everyone else.
Yeah,
It's
go,
hilarious.
go!
Be free.
It's a completely different league in that division. I think they now have the hardest division in hockey.
Oh, they're
label.
it's the new
Competition-wise.
The Central is no
I
longer
guess.
the hardest. But,
Central.
Kate,
Not even close.
guys,
Well, no, but it's all about competition.
Columbus has 5 regulation losses this year. That's it.
That's because of Tortorella.
Montreal
It's gotta
has
be.
7.
Yeah.
Every other team... Okay, sorry. Montreal and Pittsburgh each have 7. Washington has 8. Every other team is 12 or higher.
Can you tell me how many wins
Jets
the
have 16.
Islanders have? Total wins.
They have 11 wins.
Mm-hmm.
14 losses. And
Hey,
6.
how many goals does Andrew Ladd have right now?
Not a
Still,
lot.
the lad update. Still, I
Gotta
think
have the Ladd update. Update from the captain.
he's not the captain anymore.
Not anymore. Thank goodness.
You think someone in the Jets office?
He's up
is-
to 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points in 31 games.
You know who else has those stat line?
Chris
Pretty
Thorburn.
sure it's Marco Dano has 7 points. That guy. So
I think someone actually has more points than him, and his name would be Radko Gudas.
Yeah,
goddamn
you
right.
might be right.
Oh, we'll go to the deli.
the axe murderer.
Oh no!
We have
So
more
what-
than one person commenting about
So-
Gudas now.
So
More than
did you
one.
create 2 accounts?
No, because
You
this person-
created 2
this
accounts!
person's commented before. They're returning. It's
means
a
nothing.
Finnish person.
That means nothing.
You guys are dicks. Like, I don't know how. I'm never gonna get around
Guys,
this.
I created an account. Okay, come on.
So you're just
No,
you're feeding Cam's ego here with Radko. It's
No,
fine.
I'm kidding.
I
It's
understand.
fantastic.
What did
So the
Predators
Jets,
We'll get there,
the
we'll
Jets
get there.
skills comp
Okay.
was on Friday night, and I was in attendance, reluctantly.
Reluctantly.
Why?
I didn't
What's
want to
that?
go.
Did you
like,
buy
Why
your
would you
ticket?
not want to
No,
go
I
to
didn't
that?
buy my
That
ticket. I
sounds
got it for
awesome.
free.
You got a free ticket and you
I go.
still didn't want to go to
You're
skills
sounding
comp.
like a petulant child right now.
Just
I am.
wait. When the Jets are in the final, he's going to be right there screaming.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
No, it was just.
He's not saying he doesn't like the Jets. He just doesn't want to see their skills.
I just.
That's fair.
To me, I just didn't really want to be there. That's all. That's the only, like, it doesn't matter to me who can shoot the hardest, who can skate the fast. Like, I enjoyed the skills competition when I was growing up, watching it, but, like, this
It's for
kind
the
of thing
kids.
just doesn't appeal to me.
Is
I
that-
was in the 300 section, so I was far away from it, so none of it really appeals to me.
Okay, fair. So you
Um,
didn't get Patrick Laine to sign your jersey?
no, I didn't. But like, people are fucking savage.
Who?
Winnipeg Jets fans and Winnipeg people. So, the hockey team I coach was given the opportunity to give away these, like, shoestring bags before the game.
You didn't give me a shoestring bag.
Oh, no. I know. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Or at Christmas?
It's not the
You didn't
first
give
time
him
we're
that
going to be
either.
let down tonight, so it's okay, gentlemen.
So-
I have. Well, let's keep going.
So, we're giving... And there's 5,000. And, like,
you have to
these
give
are...
away 5,000?
5,000.
How many kids are on this team?
No. Like, the kids were the ones giving them out to all the fans. So
Oh,
these
cool.
are 15-year-old kids giving parents, and, like, people be like, yeah, so I need some for, like, my niece, my nephew, my 18 children, and they're just, like, grabbing handfuls. And it's like, sir, you're only allowed to take one for yourself. Nope! And, like, would take them and run away, and they're like, they go up to one of the kids, they're like, hey, my wife didn't get one, can I have an extra one? They're like, yeah, sure. He's like, ha, I just got 2 from you, idiot! And, like, would run away. It's like, you're a grown man! Grow up! It's a fucking shoestring bag!
You're lucky they weren't
It's a
11.
big deal.
You're lucky they weren't 11.
It's
They
a
would
big
have made
deal.
them
And,
take
like-
their jerseys off and cry. So.
And, like,
Yeah.
all the kids on my team are like, my God, what is wrong with Winnipeggers? I'm like, you were giving away free shit in Winnipeg just as, like,
Hold on, clear it
give
up.
all.
Everyone's
You're-
like that for
you're
sure with
asking
free
for it.
stuff.
Yeah.
With free stuff, but especially when it's minus 40
Yeah.
And
in Winnipeg. Then it's
it's a week and a half out from Christmas. Oh yeah, Jerry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
a stocking stuffer.
Honestly, I gave one, I grabbed one, and I gave it to my nephew, because I'm like, my nephew would really like this. I didn't think my friends would actually want one, so,
A shoestring bag,
shoestring
I
bag.
didn't know.
like those backpack ones.
Yeah, those little backpack ones.
Oh, like a
those are
cinch bag.
Yeah.
great. Oh, like a little gym
So he
bag.
could have gotten us a free gift, and he still said,
Yeah, he's still
he's
opted for
still
that.
dropping
I'm gonna
the ball.
wait. I'm gonna wait. Maybe Greg will like pull it. If I really don't want a puppy, but if you give me a puppy, I'll take it. Like, if that's what it's leading to.
Wow.
I brought you guys both puppies. One's named Radko, the other one's named Nikolai.
I
Either.
want Nikolai.
No, you get Radko.
No.
I get Radko.
You get
You
the
get
cheese
Radko.
man dog.
He's real good. Cheese man.
So, at the skills competition, nonetheless, Nikolai Ehlers won fastest skater.
No surprise. Next.
Shocker.
Patrick Laine won most accurate shooter with an asterisk because I believe that Brian Little did it faster. But one
From
of
what
the
I've read, Patrick Laine and Nikolai Ehlers both set team records
they
for
did.
fastest skater and for
Who came
accuracy.
second? That's the big one.
I think it was Brian Little,
In
but
speed.
in speed, I think it was Brandon Tanev.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but who stole the show with the fastest skater was Jacob Trouba because as he was coming out of the first turn, he kind of went too wide and like rubbed up against the boards a little bit. So he's like, well, fuck it. So he just went around giving high fives to all the kids in the front row. So he's like,
Nice.
oh, I'm gonna lose
And then he
anyways.
grabbed a cinch bag from a kid, and then the dad just spear tackled him.
No, it was Roman
That
Reigns
was
actually.
something.
Because
Damn it,
Roman
nice
Reigns
catch.
only has one thing, and that's a spear.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna ruin Roadblock. Still
No.
haven't watched it. Still haven't watched it. I was like, no.
No, I was just gonna
I
talk
love
about
how
Roman
even
Reigns'
though-
spear, and like, I watched. Total side note here. I watched a YouTube video. It was like top 10 moves that like finishing moves that have never really been like tapped out of or like pit
Yeah,
like
Roman Reigns' spear.
fucking his spear. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No, when you see Roman Reigns cock his fist for the
Yeah.
Superman punch, you know right after that there's a
It's
spear
spear.
coming. You're like, well, there, Roman Reigns just won. Yeah, no one ever. He tapped. What has he ever fought Styles yet?
Dude, AJ kicked out of that twice.
Yeah, but did he? Okay, so he has. But remember, okay. No,
He
we're
speared
way
him
off.
in
We'll
midair.
get back on
Yeah.
track.
So I mean,
No
that's-
one ever
That was
kicked out of the
transition,
Styles
by the
class
way.
before, like, he got to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Or no,
Yeah.
WWE. First guy to tap out
Yeah.
of it, I'm pretty sure, was Roman Reigns. And, like,
Yeah.
he was an unbeatable move, the Clash.
No,
Styles
Jericho
cuts.
did it.
Oh, Jericho,
Yeah.
then Roman.
They were very pissed off about that.
They don't-
But-
Okay, so
they
Trouba
don't
high
care about
five.
yeah, Trouba high five. So then it goes to the most accurate shooter, which it went to like Patrick Laine, and he hit all four in like 8.4 seconds. It was pretty unbelievable. The thing about Brian Little though is his fourth shot was taken. He hit technically three, and then fourth shot was taken around the 7-second mark, and he hit the last one. But a lot of people don't know if he hit the third one. Like it looked like it was hit, but they weren't sure, so like he had to redo it, and obviously sucked when he redid it.
Yeah.
But it looked like he beat the record, so it's up to interpretation. But Patrick Laine was unbelievable, as you
How
would
about
assume.
hardest shot?
Dustin Byfuglien by 0.0.
By 0.1 miles per hour.
0.1.
Patrick
Over
Laine.
Laine.
Okay, so Liney got all of it, and Buff took an average shot. Because Liney would have had to get all of that. Like I know
No.
he's got. I don't think he's got that hard.
And then Dustin,
Buff was right around
You
what
should
he-
watch his
what he
one time
normally
against
is.
Colorado.
then Dustin Byfuglien's like, it's your stick. So he like used Patrick Laine's stick and did a slap shot with it, and
Oh.
like it was like 96.4.
Okay, so Buff is just strong, and Liney's got some whip in his stick.
Yeah.
He's got a long stick.
Well,
too, so.
I will agree with Carey. His shot is ridiculously fast and hard.
It's also
Like the thing
is,
too.
it takes him nearly nothing to like.
to release.
That's the thing that's special about him is he can rip the puck. He's not the hardest shot, but it takes him absolutely no wind up, and he just rips it. That's what's impressive about him.
Yeah, his release is ridiculous.
Oh, what was I gonna say?
Ridiculous.
Oh fuck! I totally forgot what I was gonna
Like
say.
he might not have the best.
Why you guys
shot.
have to talk? It's my show.
Yeah,
It's all about me.
Okay, quiet.
Just
Greg's
kidding.
thinking.
Quiet, Greg.
Quiet on the floor.
Jesus. I was gonna say something about, was it Byfuglien or was it Laine? Motherfucker. Nonetheless. Oh no, with the hardest shot, it's very like up to interpretation as well, just because of you can have a really hard shot, but it's all about where it hits on the net too.
Also,
You gotta hit that like sweet spot about 6 inches off the ice.
That's
If
true.
the puck, because that's when it's
which
at
is why
its
Benny the Jet was able to win 2 years prior to this, right? The last two. He also shot, I think.
bench rod,
Benny
Oh.
the Jet. Benny the Jet.
Okay.
and he was
I think
hurt.
he
so
shot.
he couldn't-
Oh, is that why he didn't shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got a hard
I'm
shot.
like,
Yeah,
Dustin
he has
Byfuglien
a-
made
he
fun of
was-
him
Yeah, he beat
for it.
them by like 5+ miles per hour. Wait, is he still injured? Like, is he not playing
Well, all that we said is they like asked if he was gonna like shoot, and he's like, no, I might be okay. And then Byfuglien made fun of him. He's like, well, he's got a little bit of a boo boo. I'd shoot if I had a boo boo, and then was just like making fun of him for it. But
tonight? It's like, I'm not talented like you, Dustin. Shut up.
I still belong in the AHL. Don't tell him.
Oh, he's not quite that bad.
He's not terrible.
He
but
just is a number 6.
He's better than Paul Postma by a mile.
Yeah.
yeah, Paul Postman's
Someone
not
said
that
something
great.
funny about Postma on the radio the
He
other day.
sucks?
It was this guy calling
Why
in,
do they
he's
keep
like,
signing?
I'm a hockey coach.
While we're on the Jets, why do they keep bringing him back?
I don't know.
Depth.
I assume. But here's what
Bring up Julian Melchiori. Play Mark Stewart. Put friggin'
Bring Adam
Adam
Party
Party
back.
back. I don't care.
Because there ain't no party like an Adam party.
I still don't know
Like-
what the point of that is.
Any of the above are better than Paul Postma.
Oh yeah,
But I
Well,
digress.
Yeah, he doesn't line up.
and
very
then
well.
like one team dominated over the other. I think it was Team Blue.
Yeah.
Team Blue dominated Team White, and they brought in provincial AAA goalies to play in net for the shootout challenge, which was pretty fun to watch.
Nice.
Other than that, overall, I guess it was an okay event. Just for me, it wasn't. It's not catered to me, right? Like
It's made for kids.
it's made for kids.
Yeah,
and
you
I
want
think
to
if I
watch
was
a game, not a practice.
exactly,
Yeah.
if I'm
That's fair.
10 years old, 11 years old, I'm in love with everything that happened there. Like great, so it just wasn't catered to me. Nonetheless, move on to
Carey
the actual
would
NHL now. Carey would have loved it. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Okay.
Like you would have been right there with all the other parents stealing like shoestring bags out of kids'
No,
hands.
actually, what I would have done is I would have shaved my beard and looked like a kid.
Yeah.
And then I just would have ran down there and like got my jersey signed by Liney and be like, "Wow, I can't believe it!"
Well, like they take the glass out right along
Yeah.
the board side, so like you have people just tossing jerseys like 10 rows down just to get them signed. It's like,
guys,
get up!
little decorum.
Nope.
Stop looking so
You
uncivilized.
think if a player wanted to get traded, he would just like go hardest shot and turn?
I think it'd be.
Like right in the
Am I a bad
right in the
person
crowd.
thinking that that'd be funny? Because like,
That's, where do you
I
think
think
it
you're
came from?
Cameron's
Of
kind of
course,
person.
yeah. Like if you really didn't like, you
So the
couldn't-
answer is yes.
You couldn't try anything else terrible on the ice, and they're like, "No, he's great." You're like, "What else can I do?" Oh, I know.
yeah.
Yeah, kill a kid. There you go.
I didn't say kill a kid, Dan.
Just.
You hit a kid with a puck
called
going 100 miles an
maim.
hour. What do you think's gonna happen?
Oh, I don't think
You're killing him.
Only 2 guys can shoot that hard, so come on. It's like 95.
Where would you have to hit someone to kill him going 60? Like in the head, cranium?
You hit him in the head. That's gonna hurt. That's not gonna be good.
That'll
Definitely,
get you traded.
definite concussion.
Send it, Papa.
Probably some brain damage.
I mean,
A
look
lot-
at.
like that's probably what happened to you.
Look
We're trying
at-
to figure that one out.
But go back to 2000,
Wow.
whatever. Was it 2002 before they had the nets up behind the goalies? That girl, like a puck got
Oh,
deflected.
yeah.
That
Newt
that puck went up and hit a girl in
That
the crowd.
was so far up, too.
Yeah.
Not that hard. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
hard, but
fine.
not super hard. And she
Yeah.
ended up passing away, and
Yeah.
that's
I
when
was,
they
of
brought
course,
the nets
joking,
in.
Cam.
So, I mean,
And what?
I was, of course, joking.
It's fine. It's
Yeah, no,
okay.
sure.
Actually, my dad at supper today had mentioned, he was like, I don't know what happened to you. And then my little sister's like, did you drop him? And he's like, too many times.
And the thing was, is he didn't say it so loud that it seemed that he was joking. He said it just the right,
Just the right
tone.
octave to know that
Yeah.
everyone was listening. Yeah.
and that it's the truth.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm just kidding. So
But-
mailbag time.
Yeah, of course.
What do you got for us?
Well, great news. Craig Cunningham is going to be released from the hospital before
Yay.
Christmas, so in
Good.
the next couple days.
Awesome.
That's super good.
So-
So he gets to spend Christmas with his family.
Fantastic. And then we
But
got.
I was
oh,
asking for NHL mailbag, not.
This is
AHL.
NHL mailbag. Oh, my bad. Okay, I'll
He was
continue. The
AHL.
rest is rest.
Yeah.
important.
Hey,
I'm,
that's
I'm
important.
joking. I'm
Brian
being a
Murray
dick.
is going to be the first member inducted into the Sens Ring of Honor.
Good for him.
Yep.
And yeah, any news on his fight with cancer? Is it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
look
I
into
read
it.
something the other day that's.
He looked okay in the.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked
interviews.
okay.
Well, the thing-
Just on the weekend.
the thing-
There was something that the other day that one of the reporters said that they talked to him. He said his condition is stabilized, which
Whatever that.
means, means maybe
Means he
it's.
hasn't beat it, but
It means he's probably not getting better, but he's not getting worse.
The
He's
thing,
kind of in limbo, I guess you could say.
the shitty part is like I guess they were talking about on TSN. I didn't catch the actual story, but like they showed pictures of him, and I'm like, wow, he looks really good. And then I thought, it's because he has cancer. I'm a terrible human being
Oh, wait.
because
But he
he's
always-
lost a lot of weight,
Yeah.
right? And that's
you
what
got
happens
so
with
used
cancer.
to seeing him.
Yeah, so I felt so shitty saying that, but at the same time, like, I hope I wish the best for him, and I hope he can, beat it or at least have it stabilized a little bit. So
Nope.
What? No,
Nope.
continue.
Okay.
Artemi Panarin has his own bobblehead.
Perfect.
They call him the bread man, right?
Do they?
So
They do.
why
Panarin bread.
Panera bread?
Yeah,
Pen-
anyways, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's holding a loaf of bread.
That's awesome.
Bobblehead.
You know what? You need more of that.
Yep.
You need more of that in hockey?
Nice.
Gotta keep it
Who
colorful.
has their next bobblehead?
In Winnipeg?
Yeah.
I don't
It's a Mark Scheifele bobblehead, I think.
Okay.
Can it say Scheifele on the back of his jersey?
Except
That would be so awesome.
When
we're
they
talking
make the
about the
Patriots-
Jets, and they're always too serious.
When they make the Patrick Laine bobbleheads, they should have a button right as the stick twirl. I would love it.
Sam's dad would burn one.
There'd be two. There'd be the bobblehead part and then the stick bobble part, and the stick would twirl down.
That's good. That's cheaper too, because no battery power.
Yeah, exactly. We're improving thoughts. Maybe you guys can get that for Christmas next year. I don't know. I
We
probably
should
still
work
won't
in
bring
the
it.
Jets
Yeah.
marketing department.
Next one. Did you guys see Patrick Maroon? Did you guys see Patrick Maroon?
No. What
Did
happened?
this? I watched it today, and
Ah.
somewhat
Oh.
broke my heart.
Oh,
So-
mama.
So Patrick Maroon was in St. Louis yesterday, and he's from St. Louis.
Oh, cool.
So he scores a goal from a tip-in,
Hey, right on.
and he's super pumped to score. His
Yeah.
wife and kid are there to watch him, and his kid when his dad scores, this huge celebration. So he has an interview after the game, and the interviewer asks, talk us through the goal, and he talks kind of what happened during the goal. Gives the most mundane talk, very monotone
Yeah.
about how the goal was scored.
We're using her size. We got
Yeah.
and then now
It's Nuge gave it, and then Draisaitl, brought it back to the point, and I just got it to the right place, the right time, and stick was there, and I scored. And they said, so your son celebrated that. So how did that feel?
and they show the clip while they're asking,
Yeah.
so you see his son standing up and losing his mind.
Yeah.
and Patrick Maroon,
Yeah.
complete breakdown.
Oh, really?
Like-
Oh, it's good though. It's
Big
good.
old Patty
It's
Maroon.
I was almost brought
Like
to
he's
tears.
just
I
crying or
was-
what?
I was so close
I'm
to
tweeting
crying.
it. It's watch it.
Does he
Oh.
cry or what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man,
And
really?
then he's
Well,
like,
yeah, because he never gets to see his son anymore.
he's like, I never really see my son. And they're like, well, it's, and the reporter is like, okay, well,
Scott Oak. Fantastic.
And he's just like, you know what? Go spend some. You know, you're gonna
It's
have
Christmas
more time.
break.
Man.
Yeah.
Go spend some.
Ah, it's
It was
like, even
so
the way
good.
Oak
Good-
says
you
it
know
was
what?
so good.
Good for Patty Maroon because he's like a Chris Thorburn level player that's getting to play with like superstars.
Oh, and there's Dan.
So
good
little
for
bit
him.
There's
of
Dan.
Chris Thorburn.
Dan.
Okay, sorry.
You
He's
rearranged
he's-
Dan's
he's-
his name. Can you spell Krampus? Because I think you just did.
You know what this was?
you
We're all
tell
on
me
a
he's a
party.
top 6 forward on any team because
He's
he's
a
not.
top 9
He's
forward.
not. We're talking about feel good story, and you're like,
You know
oh, hey,
his-
Patty,
yeah.
Merry Christmas, and you stabbed him in the kidney.
No. This is what he did.
I
It's
said
not quite that bad.
I said feel good for him. He gets to play with superstars.
We're all aboard the feel good bus, and Dan just rear-ended us, and I'm like, sorry.
Wearing a Grinch costume.
So I didn't see you there, like driving a jacked up truck with a cow tipper
You know
on
what,
the
guys?
inside.
Guys, you know what? Truth
He's
hurts
got
sometimes.
testicles hanging from the bottom of his truck.
What? Where you had to take
Like,
it
no. Have you ever
Like,
seen that?
Yeah, I've seen those.
You know what's the best?
Ultimate douchebag.
I saw a Mini
It's the
Cooper with
ultimate
those.
douchebag challenge. What's
It
that?
is.
I saw someone driving a Mini Cooper with those metal ones on the back. I was like, that's funny.
Those are gonna
Well
drag.
So, quick question: the Cody Eakin hit, was that before or after last podcast?
After.
So yeah, let's go into it right now. Cody Eakin got 4 games for hitting the king, and he didn't let
Yeah,
up.
not let up.
And here's the worst part about it. Lundqvist has had a bad stretch, probably one of his worst stretches of his career. So Antti Ranta has taken over and become their starter over the last few games, for at least most of December so far. So that was his first game back in like I think 4 or 5 starts, and that happens.
Alain Vigneault called Cody. He's like, hey, Cody, I'm not liking Henrik.
Is
Hey,
that
no.
why no one on the Rangers even went after Eakin at all after it happened? Because
They-
they were like, that's fine.
He also
They like went
has
up the ice and tried to score. I'm like,
Alain
that's a
Vigneault
little
actually
weird.
has, you know, when they send the guys out to do skate, he
Yeah.
sent during practice actually. I think Henrik went off, first goalie off. They're like, oh, playing tonight, and then he's like, team, tweet, team. Don't go after Cody. He wants to see his family at Christmas. Don't go after Cody.
I really like that LA sat in on the podcast today. This is
That's
really
great.
Yep, I know.
It's a Christmas miracle. We're gonna have multiple guests tonight.
Yeah, multiple guests.
Multiple.
But yeah, super telling of the Rangers. Are they even that tight knit of a squad? Are we going to look into it that much? It happened so quick. I honestly think one guy from the Rangers would have seen it. Would have been.
Let's
the
be
defenseman.
honest though, who on the Rangers could do anything to it?
Done.
I know they let go.
McDonough.
They let go of.
maybe.
They released Dylan
Mark
McElrath
Stahl.
or traded him.
Tanner Glass.
Mark
But you have
Stahl?
to. Tanner Glass is in the
Mark
is
Stahl's
in the
not a
eight,
fighter.
Okay,
He
not
hit his
Tanner
eyes.
Glass.
and you have to figure who was even on the ice at that time. right?
Jesper
Like,
Fast.
I mean, yeah, okay,
Who's at the other end of the
Sure.
ring? Cherry
Jesper
picking.
and fight, no.
sure.
Rick
Yes.
Nash.
Yeah, with his bum.
He's been
knee.
injured, so
Okay. Matt Zuccarello.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
there it is.
Awesome.
No, Chris Kreider. Because he is a history. You know what? This is karma. This is fucking karma.
For what?
For Kreider's dirty play on Carey Price. It
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
dirty.
Yeah, but at
Wasn't
least
dirty.
Kreider made it look like an accident. Egan was just like, no, fuck you.
He did not let
I'll
up.
take the
It
suspension.
does bring up an interesting question though, right? Like the league is starting to move towards, fighting more and more out of the game. And is the suspension enough of a deterrent to keep things from like that from happening? 'Cause,
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna level
it
with
still
you.
happened, but also I don't do you think Cody Eakin meant to do it, or do you think he just was kind of careless and?
I don't think he went out there with the intention of doing it, but I think he
Right.
kind of saw him coming and he didn't really. He just was like,
He
oh,
didn't know
well,
that
whatever.
well.
I think his
This is gonna
situational
happen.
awareness was.
I think
very
he probably
poor at
like
that
stopped
point.
after the fact and he's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
He probably also had Antoine Rousseau yelling from the bench, "Get him! Get him! He's weak!"
Yeah, how different does this
Hat the bone!
How different is that media story if it's Roussel that runs Lundqvist? Also, does the entire
Let's just-
Rangers bench jump over the bench
Yes.
and then pile on him if it's Roussel?
And Dustin Bufflin somehow appears and power bombs him through the glass
He
board.
dropped
spears
from the
him. He
ceiling.
spears him.
Ah!
Antoine Roussel is the only person to ever kick out of a Romarine spear.
Yeah, he's everyone's heel.
He's the only one that gets booed more than
He is the
Romarines.
heel of the NHL for sure.
Oh, he
He's
is.
the biggest.
Him
heel.
along with Brad Marchand. Like,
I
But
love
Marchand's
Marchand.
kind of matured into actually a
And
good
he's-
hockey
Yeah,
player.
he's amazing.
whoa!
Yeah,
Did I-
You said it. You
but
can't
yes,
take it back.
Does he hate Brad Marchand?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
I don't hate him, but I mean he's one of those rat.
We witnessed it!
No, wait,
It's real!
He's coming back. He's coming back. He's rad. He said it rad.
I never said he wasn't a rat. I said he's matured into a good hockey player.
Yeah,
But
he's gotten better.
He doesn't
Brad
do as
Marchand
much of the
also
chippy, dirty shit as he used to.
Yeah.
What
also
does
embraces
Anton
it.
Roussel do for the NHL? Nothing.
He doesn't score 30 goals.
You know what? I
Brad
was a
Marchand.
Roussel fan until he played the
He's
Flyers,
terrible.
and then I couldn't do it.
9-1-1.
He's
Yeah.
terrible.
By the way, I just want to say, since we're on Brad Marchand, they were on a penalty kill the other day. Brad Marchand. Zdeno Chara's stick broke. Marchand's like, use mine. Have you ever seen Chara play with a toothpick? Because it's pretty funny. It was like, literally, like Chara could put his arm down and barely touch the ground. It was hilarious.
I think
It was more of a wand, really.
I think the one comment that does come from this though is where a goalie is playable. Like, at what point can you hit a goalie? What point can you not hit a goalie? Like, obviously he was in the trapezoid,
You
a
can't
no
do
go,
that. Yeah.
a no go. But
Definitely not.
will goalies become part of the play in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah,
I
if you're
just
outside of
hope
the zone.
that,
Yeah,
you
it's-
know, you
you're
don't
clear.
see any more running of goalies like that. I think that, I just hope that around the league, most players have enough respect for the other, for
Yeah,
all the
for
goalies
sure.
of the league to not run them like that.
I
Like,
know that.
'cause
Yeah.
how would you want that happening to your goalie, right? And at the end of the day, you're all in the same players' union. You
Good
all
for the
have
NHL
to
for
make a
giving him a
living.
4-game suspension.
Yeah,
I think
even
that
though
was
it's
his
his
He,
first
he
time.
honestly could have gotten
Yeah.
a couple more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought 5
Because
I thought 5 or
It
less
wasn't the
was-
fact that he just hit him; he elbowed him in the head.
Yeah,
yeah.
helmet came off.
Yeah.
So
scary.
yeah, Eakin got 4 for that.
Yeah.
And then just other suspensions would be Mike Hoffman got 2 games for his vicious cross check on Couture.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
weird.
I didn't
Up
see
under
that.
the helmet on the neck.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
And then there was
Old
one
school.
other suspension, to my knowledge, the best name for suspension. I don't think this had happened yet, if I've noticed.
Okay.
Mark-Edouard Vlasic got $5,000 fine for dangerous use of the stick on Erik Karlsson.
He speared him.
Did he spare him?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I didn't see that part.
Well,
No, I-
he kind of speared him.
Okay. Oh, big Zdeno Chara also has played
I think
13
that's why all the Ottawa guys are pissed off.
he's played 1,300 games.
And Jaromir Jagr is
That's
nearing
amazing.
Mark Messier's record of
He's 2 points-
all-time
2 points away.
He's 2 points away.
From
That's-
all-time points.
Yeah, from second
Yeah.
place.
Second, yeah,
And then-
let's be real.
And then, our favorite goalie, Carey Price, hit 250 wins.
And also gave the meanest stare down in
That was
2016.
awesome.
When he got pulled.
Okay, you know what? I'm tired of Carey Price. Going on
His
record.
attitude.
Did we ever
I
talk
already
about
know
what he did
this.
to Kyle Palmieri on the
Yeah.
podcast?
How
No,
did he
we-
not get suspended for that?
Yeah,
At all.
and
He
the-
blocked it
not
at
only
the
that,
end.
It's
there was no
it's
call.
actually it's the funny thing is it's in the rule book and it's stated if a goalie uses his blocker in any way as a punching motion, game misconduct.
He
He
did
punched
it
him in the
5 or
face.
6
He
times.
didn't even get a
He
penalty.
punched him in
I
the
know.
face with his blocker,
know.
and then he punched him in the kidney about 50 times.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
it's
it's
a little ridiculous.
4.
Little ridiculous.
And no offense, Carey, I'm pretty sure he just kind of fell into you. Like, he didn't do it on purpose.
Oh,
Well, I
it
think
was
it was
such
me. I was like,
bullshit. It was so over the top. Like, fucking control your emotions. Like, I think he's starting. Coming from me, yeah.
Well, no, but
that's
it's
really
true.
wrong.
I know you're
No,
not
because-
wrong though. You're
no,
not wrong,
because
Greg.
it's like-
you're not wrong.
Like, and it's stupid because he
I'm
doesn't.
a lot better on the ice though than I am in
Well, but, like,
anywhere
I
else.
haven't played with you in a long time, but I
But
believe
he
you.
can control his emotions, but then it's like he knows, like, because his ego, because we know he's got one.
Oh,
he's
and
like,
it's just
he's like, oh, I'll
inflated.
get away
But-
with this, and he didn't get anything
this
on the
is
ice. And then that stare down too. It's like, if my goalie did that, yeah, sure, we let you get roasted for 4 goals, but you can't not like I didn't see the highlights.
This is another-
Pretty sure at least one of them was his fault. So
This is kind of another example of fighting maybe really is gone because even the Carey Price thing, when he had punched Palmieri 8 times,
No one
the
came in.
Devils just came and watched him. If he did that 10 years ago, he would have gotten a butt end to the neck
Well,
Whoa.
by someone.
well,
no.
I know
If
what
he
you're
does
saying.
that 10 years ago, Martin Brodeur is coming down from the other end of the ice and Superman punching.
My
Carey
God,
Price
that's
in the
Mark
face.
Bruno's music. My God.
He's a man possessed.
It's like
But-
being in there.
Nonetheless, like he is now like people have inflated his ego so much. I'm sorry, but they showed like the top 5 goalies since the beginning of November. Carey Price is not in the top 5. It's like Frederick Anderson, or maybe it was like November 15th. It was Dubnyk at the top. Frederick
Okay.
Anderson was I think 5.
Freddie Anderson.
Holtby was in there.
Took the Rask for sure.
Tuukka Rask was in
Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh, Chad Johnson.
Chad Johnson
from
crushing it.
there. And I think Budai
Killing
was in there as
it.
well. But like Carey Price was not in there. Like as great as he is, I think the ego's starting to get to him a little bit. And I think that honestly, that's a big thing going forward.
big
Like
problem
that
for us.
ego is not something I want to deal with.
Speaking
If
of
I'm a
ego,
coach.
I forgot about a Patrick Laine stat that I have.
Go.
Because he just continues to be on the records
Yeah, go
this
ahead.
year.
Yeah.
In terms of 3-point games by players before they turn 19 years old, he currently has 3 3-point games. if he has 2 more, he will tie Jeff Skinner for second all time with 3-point games for an 18-year-old player.
So wait.
Who's
Go
number
around
one?
the table.
Who's number 1?
Gretzky. Oh, he was right under the wire
No.
if he even joined.
No.
I don't think he did. Crosby is the easy
It's probably
answer.
Crosby.
Crosby had 11 3-point games when he was 18.
That's 33 of 100 of his 106 points he had that year.
So I don't think Patrick
That's
Laine is going
33%.
to. So I don't think Patty Laine
11
is going to
years.
have 8 more 3-point games this year, but he'll probably have 2 or 3 more. I think.
If he does have 8 more 3-point games, fantastic.
Look out,
Yeah.
Calder.
Okay, so we should
Can we
probably
do quote of the week really quick?
one.
Go.
Yeah, sure.
It's real short.
Go,
I just thought
go.
this was hilarious. Nikolai Ehlers was talking about himself and Patrick Laine and how they're pretty tight off the ice, and he said, "Well, like he's 18 and I'm 20, so we are men, but in many ways we are like children." I just love that. That made me so happy. I'm like, he's talking about because they play video games, but also because they probably aren't super mature off the ice. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So.
And they also don't speak the language very well, so they can.
No.
Like
They
Ehlers
get
a
away
little
with
bit
a
better
lot
than
of stuff.
Laine. Like
Quite a bit.
Ehlers.
He has almost no accent.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's been.
And
in
Laine,
North America
Ehlers,
for
yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, going to World Juniors?
Yeah, let's move to before. So we're gonna do World Juniors. Then I got a final question, and then you guys will give me gifts.
Perfect, I can do
Sounds
that.
good.
I can do that.
Get ready, Carey. You're getting
All right,
gifts.
so team, first off, let's start with the bottom feeders. Carey, you're here for a reason. Give us a rundown, give us a rundown on Finland, because Canada
Okay, so you're
preseason
saying,
game.
just for the record,
Yeah.
you're talking bottom feeders of the top 5, like.
No, they're
championship
gonna
potential
probably
teams.
lose to
Relegation.
Latvia
Hey,
or
I'm
something.
not saying that Finland is going to medal this year, but I can tell you they're still probably going to be better than the Czechs, the Slovaks, and the Latvians.
That's a lot of talking for a team that just lost 5-0.
Yeah, to Canada,
Yeah,
the
well,
heavy gold medal.
You were the
favorite.
champions last year.
At home.
The
So?
B team.
Yeah, but look who
They're
they
the B
lost.
team.
They
That was
lost the
Canada's B
prodigal
team
son,
last
Okay,
Patrick
here's the
Laine.
thing.
And
Can
Jesse
I,
Puljujarvi.
may I give my
Yeah, his 7 NHL points are a big deal.
my preview? Here?
Wow. Confidence
Hey,
over your
I just want to throw this out. Finland's
I'm confident.
pissed because Edmonton did not lend Jesse Puljujarvi, and
Which
they're
they
debating on
should've.
sending him to the AHL.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Edmonton! Stop ruining the World Juniors!
Leon Draisaitl!
Come on!
And McDavid, how dare you?
Yeah, okay.
Selfish bastard.
Then we should talk to the Leafs about withholding. Let's go
Matthews!
and Marner.
Oh, shit.
Richie Martyman.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There we go.
Okay, so here's the deal, though. Finland this year has how many returnees from last year's championship squad?
2.
5.
Oh, that's more than Canada.
Yeah, is that?
I don't.
No, that Canada's got
Probably
5.
Okay, I think Canada may have a deeper talent pool. Just going to throw that out there.
I think our countries are the same size
Because
in landmass and population.
I think you're probably wrong.
I know I'm wrong.
Yeah, but
I know I'm wrong.
I think what Carey's saying is the quality of the talent pool in Canada is a lot better
Here's
than the
thing.
quality of the talent pool in Finland.
Sometimes what happens in international hockey is the top of the talent pool for some teams can be pretty close to the top of the talent pool for other teams.
Like, you have to keep in mind that Patrick Laine wasn't even born when Teemu Selanne had his rookie year.
I know.
So it takes a while for Finland to come back around.
Yeah, you don't get them very often.
You get one
It's
prodigal
hard.
son
You
every
only get
once in a
one.
Actually, you
So-
get 2. Saku Koivu and Teemu Selanne, and then you got
Yeah.
Jesse Puljujarvi and Patrick Laine.
So on
Okay,
D, the returnees are Olli Olevi, who we all know is the top 5 pick.
Maganoli! That's my boy!
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. And Vili Saarijarvi, the undersized defenseman, picked by Detroit, of course. Then we have Nattinen on forward and Bjorkqvist, Anaheim and Pittsburgh picks, respectively.
That
and
guy's a Swede. He immigrated.
Sebastian-
No way is that guy real fit.
Sebastian
Bjorkqvist?
Aho.
Sebastian,
Quick question.
yes, go.
Is he young enough? Or is he
He's-
too old?
No, he was the oldest
he
on the
aged
line.
out,
Okay.
and also he's actually averaging just under half a point per game for
With
the
Carolina Hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
He had a ridiculous shootout goal the other day.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's having
Good
a
talent.
respectable
He
rookie
was.
season.
He actually stood out to me a little bit in the World Cup. That's what it's called.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't get to catch any of that. And then goalie,
Some
their
Finland
starting
fan.
goaltender from last year, Vehviläinen, is back. I don't know if you guys remembered, he didn't exactly steal any games last year, so...
Yeah, well, when your team averages like 7.5 goals a game, I don't think you need to.
Yeah,
do that.
he didn't have to, but I'm just saying...
You're like, hey, you're passing. He's like that KHL goalie or whatever he is, where he's drinking his water, not realizing there's a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
And then
So-
he's like just the calmest goalie of all time. But then it's like you watch the next second, he's like, and he like throws his ball and like pulls a hammy while he's getting in. All right, so what should we expect from
Well,
Finland?
here's the thing. I took some notes on the team, took some fun stats and stuff like that, just because. Look, I tried. First off, try to find a preview online. I dare you. No one made one.
Same
They're
as
like, this
last
team
year.
not going anywhere, so I don't
But
care.
that was same as last year.
Yeah, exactly like last year. Interesting fun facts. They have their biggest guy on their team is a forward, Otto Koivula. He's 6'3" and
Otto.
220, and he is 19 years old. He's built like Robin freaking Regier. And who got drafted, or did he get drafted by? The New York Islanders. They're gonna need him. Other people or other fun facts.
Can't argue with that.
It's true. They could use something.
They could use a
Anything.
lot.
Everything. Yep.
Ice.
A new arena.
Yeah, other impact forwards that they might have, Bjorkfist is a returning forward, and Borgstrom, who got drafted by Florida in, I think, the second round this year.
Yeah,
So they have
jumped up.
Bjugstad, Barkov, and Bjorkstrom.
Borgstrom, yeah.
Oh man.
He's 6'3".
Triple B.
Triple
He's
B
a-
line.
and he's a big guy, too. He's 6'3", and still got room to grow. Another fun fact about the Finns, only 2 right-handed shots on the whole team. Not even kidding. Apeli
There you go.
Rasanen, Edmonton pick, and Vili Sarjärvi, the Detroit pick.
So we just found who is going to be on the left power play 1, left power play 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Only 2 righties on
2
the whole
righties
team.
on the whole team. That's crazy.
Well, if I'm having a kid at this point in time, he's becoming a left-handed shot. There's just a better plethora of sticks to choose from. It's a lot easier to get a discount stick for a
That's
left-handed.
probably why that's the case for the Finnish.
No,
team.
honestly-
we're gonna get a better deal on sticks for the team.
Honestly, I don't understand. My dad pointed out the same thing. He's like, there's more left-handed players now than ever, and I don't know why.
So you're
But-
going to teach your son to be left-handed?
I don't care, but like
You can
no
force that
left-handed
on
hockey.
people, it's
Yeah, you
different.
can.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I thought that this year, because of the loss of all the people that they had, including Sebastian Aho, Patrick Laine, Jesse Puljujarvi, Sami Niku, Mikko Rantanen, and Kasperi Kapanen.
You going to name the whole
and
roster
Nico
from last
Mikkola.
year?
No,
Yeah.
these are just like the best players.
Okay, go ahead.
So
yeah.
like
It's a lot of
their entire
talent.
top 6 and they're all their top 3 defensemen. So just saying.
That's a lot of
except
players.
for Juolevi. They're not-
Ole!
Thanks for giving him back, Jimmy.
Wow.
But I thought they'd be a very young team. Actually, 18 of their 25-man roster were 19-year-olds. So
Oh, fuck.
not a younger team, just less talented.
So they're fucked, is what you're saying.
They fact.
They were swimming in the Olympic-sized defense
So
pool
what
last year.
you're
Now they got
telling
their
me
backyard blow-up
is
pool.
the other group is just right for the picking because like they're in a group with what Sweden themselves, Czech Republic.
Yeah, so
Slovakia.
with luck, they'll finish second, but they're going to be in tough. Other
With
scouting reports.
who?
I don't know, the Czechs. They're fine.
Oh, they have a.
And you know what's scary is that group is Group A.
I know. Like
Hey,
Group B
man.
is.
Yeah, because they won the tournament
Yeah, I
last
know.
year. Oops. Okay, so three
Do
players
you know
to
what
keep
word
your eye
starts
on.
today? Awful.
Yeah,
Or awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, but Group B
3
stands
players.
for best.
Give me these 3
Three players. The little guy. I always got to look out for the little guy because I'm the little guy. Petrus Palmu, playing for the Owen Sound Attack of the OHL. He's got 44 points in 32 games played. Not exactly tearing it up. Not bad. It's okay.
That's
Draft
like what a
eligible.
4th liner on Canada's got
Yeah.
for points, but
He's
okay.
5'7".
Okay.
5'7", 170.
Pierre-Luc Dubois. Pierre-Luc Dubois.
And for those interested, he is draft eligible. So,
Okay.
okay, just saying.
I don't know if anyone's interested.
5'7", 170 pounds?
Do teams get discounts if they get really short people on their team?
I don't think so.
You draft 2 guys if they're
But he does fit on the team.
if they
charter a
combine
lot
for the height of
easier.
one guy.
They actually can fit in an extra stall in the dressing room for this guy. Like he's just that small.
They get the corner spots.
Yeah.
Miro Heiskanen, 2AD, smooth skater. Lots of scouts like him. That's all I've been able to find on him.
Oh my god, this is
Alright,
There's some
fantastic.
hype.
This is the
And player number 3. You're going to love this one, boys, okay? Ili Tolvanen, 16 goals, 23 games played, and the way they advertised it was great. They were like 16 goals and 23 games played for the Boston College prospects. Not actually.
USHL.
Boston College. Right, he's in the USHL.
What team is he on? Boston?
Sioux City.
Oh, Sioux City Musketeers or
Yeah,
Gamblers?
Musketeers. Apparently he's got a great shot.
Oh, he's
I
draft
did-
eligible this
He
year.
is draft
Yeah.
eligible.
He's a winner,
actually. I
right?
have I
Yeah.
have watched some of the video footage of him. Great shot, but the scouts say he's not Patrick Laine. Well, he's just not Patrick Laine, but he's got a good shot.
That's the worst write-up ever, and I bet they're buddies too.
Yeah.
Patrick, you're a dick. I'm sorry.
So, but in terms of actual snipers on Finland, that's probably going to be the guy that they're going to on the power play and whatnot. Because I have seen a shot and he's got a ripper. And that
See what?
concludes my Finnish preview.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that. That's
I tried my best.
yeah. No, that was awesome.
Can we talk about the mother
The what?
Russia?
Mother Russia.
The motherland.
Oh, you want to just?
Mikhail Zergachev.
Oh yeah, and their top 2 centers are Flyer picks.
Yeah, and then who's the is the 17-year-old playing?
That's 17.
Fuck.
We have
What's
the
his
internet.
name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about too. Yeah. I don't know his name though.
That's okay. All right, I'll do Canada because we got to zip her up here.
Oh,
Alright, well,
fuck!
first
I don't
off,
remember his name.
Jack Rozovic made Team Canada.
Team USA. You
Team
mean?
Really?
USA.
He did?
Yeah.
Did Eric Foley make Team USA
I
as
don't
well?
know,
I
but
haven't heard anything.
he was loaned.
But they
Manitoba
they're
was
not
loaned
done their
Jack
camp
Rozovic.
yet though. Like,
Yeah,
they just
you-
started.
you-
It's-
USA.
yeah, that's
They
true.
just started yesterday.
Okay, well then there you go. All right, Team Canada finalized their team. They have 5 returning players. I'll name everyone. I'll name the D first. Thomas Chabot, returning defenseman.
Solid.
Philip Myers, Flyers prospect. Jake Bean, Noah Jolson, Cale Clegg, Brandon, Dante Fabro, Jeremy Lozon. And of the returners, it's Thomas Chabot. All right, and forwards, Philip Dubois. Nope,
Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Pierre-Luc Dubois. Ryan Strome, captain and returner. Michael McLeod. Mathieu Joseph. Matthew Barzal,
Did you say
returner.
Ryan
and
Strome? You mean Dylan Strome?
Dylan, my goodness. I'm drunk today, guys. Matt Barzal, returner and
Are
assistant
you
captain.
drinking Jim's cup?
I might have been, yeah.
Jim, don't give Cam your cup.
Jim, are you okay? Are you choking on it?
Jim, are you gonna trade the Sedines?
I was dreaming of a beautiful place where Vancouver wasn't on fire.
A tire fire, Jim?
Oh, there's so many tire fires. I even lit my own Toyota on fire that night. Jim, you
Are
weren't even a part of the organization. Fuck you, you're not a part of the organization.
Actually, a funny thing about
You're right
There-
back to her, yeah, Jimmy.
there was a Vancouver team picture, and it was like they showed their like coaches from the year Torts was there. It was Torts, Sullivan, and I think the so like Columbus, Pittsburgh, and I think the coach of the Devils or McGlaunt, I think it was the other guy.
Gerard Gallant?
Like, and those are the
Panthers
3
coach.
coaches that
Three
were
head
like
coaches,
no,
yeah.
there was a head coach and 2 assistants. Were Sullivan and I think Gallant. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but they became.
They became head coaches, and now you just have what is Vancouver.
What are you even saying, Greg? What are you saying? I mean, I can't even name my head coaches. You can name my head coach?
Desjardins
Willie Desjardins. He has a sweet stash.
He does.
Can I ask
can't
you a question,
coach his
Jim?
way out of a paper bag though.
Did you hire him because you thought he was Joel Quenneville? He showed up with a sweet stash.
No comment, but I'm very glad he's not a player because lots of vowels. Lots of vowels on that one.
Continue though. Continue Team Canada.
All right.
Thanks, Jim.
The problem. Taylor, right? No problem. Bye, guys. Merry Christmas.
Jim is the best. You're a real
Okay.
hoot.
Jim's gone.
Pass me the rest of the eggnog.
Hey, Jim. Here you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Watch out for Covey on the way out.
You watch over your ear. Taylor Radish. Dylan Dubé. Anthony Sorelli. Mitchell
Who keeps
Stevens.
inviting him?
Tyson
He
Yost.
never left.
Nicholas Waugh.
He's
Julian Gauthier. Goalies are, I forget the backup.
Ingram?
Carter Ingram and Carter Hart.
Carter Hart,
And now here's
yeah.
some fun stats. 5 returners. Strome, Barzal, Stevens, Gauthier, Thomas Chabot. And then you have, fun fact for Team USA or Team Canada, this is the, to my knowledge, the most, there's
19-year-olds?
4 tandems where they play on the same team in junior.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Chabot and Joseph are from the St. John Sea Dogs. Myers and Lozon actually played penalty kill last night as a pairing because they play together year round. So if like they want to mix up the lines a bit, put Lozon with Myers. They play together year round, so they're going to have chemistry. And then you have Dylan Strome and Taylor Radish, or not Tyson Radish, Taylor Radish. And then Noah Jolson playing with Carter Hart.
Which is the person we actually know.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Doesn't
That's my
Strome
sister's
have a
friend.
teammate? Who's Strome's teammate?
Yeah, Taylor Radish.
Taylor Radish.
Yeah.
And he had a really nice goal yesterday.
Yes, he did.
He's
They're
a
not
good
playing together
player.
right now.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But they're mixing up the line still. All right, fun facts. There's 3 guys on Team Canada who are 6'4". Philip Myers,
Pierre-Luc
Julien Gauthier, and Nicolas Waugh. Pierre-Luc is 6'3".
Oh.
There's
Oh, so
not
they're
a
tall.
guy on
Yeah.
Team Finland who's 6'4".
The shortest guy on
There's a guy on
Team
this
Canada.
podcast that's taller than them.
Yeah. There's one guy on Team Canada who's the shortest. It's Dylan Dubé. Guys, Damn it. Shortest guy is Dylan Dubé. He's 5'10". Heaviest guy on the team is Julian Gauthier, which makes him the biggest guy. He's 6'4", 225.
I'm bigger. Let's go, Julian.
Yeah.
Me versus you.
Yeah,
Lightest
that's
guy on
real
the team,
cool, Greg, picking on kids.
Anthony Cirelli. 6 feet
That's a good
tall.
point.
Anthony Cirelli, 6 feet, 165.
Woo.
I
Oh,
weigh
he's
more
the
than
Mikey Maboy of the team.
Yeah, there you go. But, yeah, so at least in terms of the favorites, it's clearly Canada. They're at home. USA as a... Oh, my God!
Sweet.
Brock Besser had to have wrist surgery.
Yeah.
He's out.
Brock Lesnar had wrist surgery.
Brock Besser.
What?
Brock Besser. Besser.
How's he supposed to F5 Canada now?
He can't. Yeah. But Brock Besser...
I don't
want
want to watch the tournament anymore.
All right, that's fine. Russia, Canada, US,
What about Sweden?
Sweden. Yeah.
Sweden's looking-
Those are
There's
the
your top four.
Yeah.
Those are probably going to be, I would say, is it possible for all the teams out of Group B to be medal? Like, is it possible for Russia, Canada, and USA
here's
to
the
medal?
groups. So
No, I don't think
in
so.
Group B, it's Canada, US, Russia, Latvia, Slovakia.
Yeah. And Group A,
Finland,
So-
Sweden, Czech Republic.
Canada, US, Russia.
Germany.
Only
Kazakhstan?
two of them can even play in the semifinal. No, yeah. Only two can advance.
Yeah.
Wow. Someone's going to get bumped right away.
Fuck.
Yep.
Could
Do
you?
you think it's the Americans?
No.
It could be Russia.
You know what? Hold on. If I'm picking a final, I don't know how playoffs work in this one. It's not like perfect, right? But basically, my guess for the final, either Sweden, Canada, or Canada, Russia, if it can happen. I'd love Canada, Russia. That'd be fantastic.
Don't 4 teams make it? No, 3 teams make it.
No, but I'm saying to the final.
Oh, yeah.
Like top
Yeah,
dog
3 teams
final.
make it out of the
If I'm
pool,
doing
yeah.
the medals and I'm being biased, no, I'm just going to say the medals. I'm going to say Canada, Russia, Sweden. It's super easy in this tournament because there's really only like 4 good teams every year anyways.
And that's exactly what the Finns want you to think.
Yeah?
Yeah, last night was just them.
Mm-hmm.
It was a rouge.
Psyching everyone out.
It was a rouge.
A rouge?
A rouge? You mean a ruse?
No, it was a rouge.
Have you been drinking some of Jim's eggnog?
No,
We told
it wasn't
you.
on the Avity.
He kept hitting him.
We need to get Berkey.
Okay.
Too.
Time to move to. I have one question for you guys, and we'll move to gifts.
Go.
Okay.
Okay.
If your team could give you one gift this Christmas, what would it be? Your NHL team.
Carey, you go first. You're the guest.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no
Yeah,
time to
you go
think.
first.
Just say first thing that came into your heart.
Like,
Go.
right now?
NHL
Or like
team.
by the
Yeah.
end of the
No.
season?
No,
right
right
now.
now. Like, yeah. But it could affect the end of the season.
Yeah,
You could
right
say
now.
playoffs if that's what you're getting at.
Oh, man. I don't even know. A day hanging out with Paul Maurice.
No.
No, Carey, your
No.
team.
Like your team.
Wait, my team?
Yeah, the Calgary
Here,
Flames.
let me.
What?
Oh, isn't Calgary
No,
your team?
the Jets are my
Oh,
team.
okay.
I love the Jets.
Fine,
Let-
here, let me
let
give
him
you an
speak.
answer.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
I-
go first. I
okay.
don't know the way this works.
Flyers making it to the second round of the playoffs.
Oh, like
That'd be your
that.
Christmas
Okay,
gift.
see, there
What
you go.
what do you want?
I want Lion to hit 50 goals.
Yeah,
Holy
that's-
shit.
I want him to do it.
Okay,
Okay, what do
Greg.
you
He's
think,
almost
Greg?
halfway there.
Greg.
I want the Leafs to fucking make a goddamn trade and get rid of Hunwick and Polak.
Hey,
Get rid of Hunwick, and then we're fine.
Who's going to take that?
No, you don't need to take it. Just put it
don't
down in the
package
minors.
it.
But no, I want to see them make a move with just so I can start seeing the shape of this team for years to come.
I want to see Line get the Calder just so no Leaf can have the Calder.
Okay.
Because that would be hilarious.
I read-
So, because you know it's going to
Some
be.
sports guy, like, or someone for sports the other day, they're like, Patrick Laine will have to win the scoring race by about 10 points to win the Calder because there's too much media in Toronto. That's literally what he said.
Bob McKenzie also
Which
said
is
something
BS
similar at the
because he's
beginning of the
been-
season before it started.
Yeah.
But now I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think it's a fairly even race.
So do you want to do gifts first? Or
No,
do you
I
want
want to do the deli.
Deli, okay.
We're doing gifts on the podcast?
Yeah, why not? Of course, we did it last year.
No, we did it off the podcast.
bonus.
Well, that's too bad we're
Bitsy.
doing it on the podcast this time.
Bonus tidbitsy now.
Bonus.
All right, I'm trying to remember. Okay, here we go. Racist fan rocks 4. Fun fact: the Bakersfield Condors gave Justin Bieber a hockey contract.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that
true.
is
I
that who
forgot
he like
about that.
slashed? Like someone broke his stick in like a shitty game and he like went after them. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
I didn't
Hey,
see
you
that.
don't get up in his kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we had 2 comments by Luke.
Cam.
Luke Trotte! It's not me! First comment, perhaps episode number 127 will have the guest star Luke for proof of existence. Yeah, maybe we're going to have you on because you're a real person.
He's been here every week.
By then, Philly may have just achieved a 10-plus game win streak as well, or at least 10 points in 10 straight. They were 10, and then they played Dallas. And then Luke also commented, oops, I posted this vid on episode 122, but I meant to post it on this one. Provorov is a teenager number 1D, number 1, 2, 3 on a contender, future number 1 period, leads the team in minutes played, plays a shutdown role.
This is Cam speaking.
No, it's not, guys.
No, we've just attracted Flyer fans.
There's read more. And
They just all.
I forgot to hit read more, but it
they all
basically
think
says
the same
Cameron's
way.
awesome. Hold on, you're gonna like Racist Fan Rocks commented right after this, and someone liked it. Right after Luke commented that, he's like, "This Luke guy's suspicious. Time to go undercover." And then Roni Bergstrom commented, "Radko Gudas is a solid D-man." Yep.
See, I
like how-
believe that one.
Of all the things that we talk about on this podcast,
It's
you guys
Radko
talk
Gudas.
about it, somehow Gudas just keeps coming back.
They
into the
bringing it.
comments.
I'm not. The
I know,
internet
but
has
that's-
taken it. They're on the
that's what I'm
side.
saying.
Greg and
That's
I
what the
leave it
internet
alone, and
does.
Cam keeps bringing it back on
You
YouTube.
know what it
Shut
is?
up.
Do you know what it
No,
is?
you guys have
Cam-
brought it into the on
Like,
your own
we
too.
brought it up.
Okay, you know what?
We left
No,
it alone.
the only way
Cam-
we're gonna do this, Luke, send me a video through Twitter of you commenting on the YouTube page. That's the only way we're gonna get this.
Sure.
We're the only
Guys,
way.
I just
You
wanna-
have to be in it though. Like
I
you
want
can't
you all
show
to-
my. You can't just
Show
me.
your face, because it's you.
It's not me.
Guys,
This is
I want you to
bullshit.
be prepared for the
My
fact that
Christmas
Luke-
wish is to... No!
Not me.
You to admit it!
Luke is
Admit
real.
it!
Luke, please help me.
Guys,
You gotta do this.
No, Cam
Are you all
spams Radko
prepared?
Gudas tags whenever he puts anything on YouTube.
I do.
He's just like, Radko Gudas rocks. Radko Gudas is the best. Radko Gudas hard shot.
Rocco Good is a super good ass.
what I want to know is if you guys are prepared for when Luke sends you that video and it's Luke freaking Shen who's been doing all this commenting. 'Cause that
Oh my
would be
god, if
awesome.
it's Luke Shen, can you please send me Arizona Coyote jersey? I'll wear it. I want Domi on it though. I don't want.
You want that hot pile of garbage? You
I
can have it.
I would love a
It's a
Luke
free
Shen
jersey.
Toronto Maple Leaf jersey.
Oh, there
Proof
you
that
go.
I've been a fan longer.
All right,
than-
Kara, what do you want for your wish? Or did you
I
answer?
said, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
Calder.
Mine ain't
I
getting
wanna
colder.
line it for the
I-
Calder.
Okay, let's
All
do
right,
presents.
Are we doing gifts?
think
Yeah,
that's
Right,
let's do
you're
gifts.
doing first gifts. Where are our gifts? Answer it. Say, I just want to hear it out of your voice.
Go get them.
I want to hear it.
I didn't get you guys.
Yeah, I knew it! Ah!
Where are you going?
They got their gifts.
He got gifts.
No, he didn't. He's getting his backpack.
It's in my backpack.
Oh no, close that door. Close that door.
It's in my backpack.
Don't let
Okay,
Jim
hold
back
on.
in. Don't
Wait,
let Jim back in.
Wait, hold on. Are we gonna do... Yeah. Are we gonna do...
Guys, Jim
Hey,
almost came
hold on.
back in.
We're gonna... Dan, you open all your gifts first. So,
I
Greg...
don't wanna
you-
go first.
No, you go. You go.
I don't want to go
Do
first.
you actually not have gifts?
No. Keep fine, Greg. Do you want to open your gifts? We have to do it. We got to do it. Here, Dan, open your gifts first. Give your gift to Greg.
I didn't wrap it.
Yeah!
There you
Cinch
go.
bag!
There's something
cinch
inside,
bag!
though.
We got the cinch bags. Oh, it's
No.
Dan's is
They're-
broken.
No. No.
Yeah, I see how this is. It's free.
Oh,
It still doesn't work.
Oh.
I made your phone fall.
It's okay.
I hope it didn't crack.
No, it's fine.
Check if the screen
this
cracked.
This is great audio,
I got
by
a
the
crack
way.
for myself. Okay.
So, hold on. Oh, Dan,
So
I didn't
here's
get
a running
cards, though.
commentary
Just
on what's
open it.
happening.
I didn't get
Okay.
cards.
Greg has just reached
And there's
into
for
his
you.
backpack.
Excellent.
and
Thank
has
you,
pulled out
sir.
two
Sorry, I didn't wrap them, guys.
Okay, first...
So that asshole that grabbed like 5 bags, that was Greg.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Dan, Greg, open your gifts first.
Go.
I don't have yours.
Here. Okay, Dan, Greg is opening the gift from Cameron first.
Oh, there actually is something inside of it.
Yeah,
Why?
there it
It
is.
is pretty
There
awesome.
it is.
Just saying.
That sucks! Yeah!
Greg has just received a pair of Mike Babb socks for his feet.
They're
The
one size
ultimate
fit all. I hope they're
shoulder
better.
Oh, yeah!
We have a picture
Oh!
of Mike
It
Babb
says
socks.
110% correct. Oh, cotton. I thought it said 110% correct on the back.
75% cotton,
Just like
25%
Babcock.
So Mike Babcock has his face on cartoonized in socks. That's what I
So-
got, Greg.
Put some heart
It's funny
in
because
your
I was like, you know what would be a great gift is if I got them all Bab socks. And then I was like, it's too late now. It's too late because I thought like the beginning of December
So,
to do
so
it.
Yeah.
you knew
It's too
about
late.
the Babb
Greg,
socks.
gift from Dan.
Okay, there's a card.
Do we have to read card?
Well, just open it.
Yeah, okay.
It's from
Oh, it's from the family.
Beautiful.
your family.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Dan.
And Bruce on the back.
Yes.
Who's Bruce?
Jess and I adopted a dog.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where-
Dan is a dog named
We've
Bruce.
brought him over a couple times. We're slowly integrating him and Kobe together. So he's been over a couple times, but
Nice Christmas card.
thanks, man.
It'll go on my
Fantastic.
fridge.
This is my one and only Christmas card I received, and no one actually got back to us, thankfully, because we didn't actually take Christmas cards again. Guys, we're the worst.
Thanks, God.
All right, Greg's gift from Dan.
Ooh.
What is it? What is it?
2-pack of Rogue One glasses.
You can enjoy some beverages more.
Jim! We got some glasses.
Open the door for him.
Jim, we got glasses.
I saw the movie yesterday, Greg. Hey!
Kobe does
What?
not like Jim. Kobe does not. That's awesome.
Okay, Dan, you go now.
Okay.
Dan is opening the cinch bag
The
that Greg
cinch.
beat the shit out of a 5-year-old for.
Celebrating our hockey heritage.
They're Winnipeg
Beautiful,
Jets.
beautiful.
Those
Okay,
are real nice.
Dan from
Reaching
Greg.
inside.
This
I'm
is
reaching
actually.
inside.
Oh,
There's a toque
buddy,
inside.
Winnipeg Jet toque.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
I just want to point out the visual for those fans who are at home. Dan is currently wearing a Winnipeg Jets Santa hat, a Winnipeg
That
Jets
Cam
hat,
got me last year.
and he is holding in his hands a Winnipeg Jets toque that he pulled out of a Winnipeg Jets cinch bag.
Winnipeg Jets.
We know where his
I
allegiance
think he likes
lies.
the Jets, guys.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Okay, go
Our-
Cameron.
Me now? No,
Yeah.
wait. Dan's got one more.
Oh, one more,
from
yeah.
Cameron. I didn't.
Yeah.
write-
I like how you put it together with hockey tape.
I didn't have
Hey,
anything
you know what?
fancy.
It's called being resourceful.
Yeah, I didn't want to go and buy the
I wonder
extra
what
tape.
this could be.
Yeah, it's true.
Is
It
it
might
sweet?
be a curveball. You don't know. I might have got Dan to pick it. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
This is the worst audio ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
This is why we need video of this.
yeah, for sure. Most certainly.
2017.
Oh, no. Curveball.
What? I didn't ask for this.
The
Yeah.
Punisher.
No, CM Punk.
Oh,
Is
nice.
that a wrestler?
Yes.
A wrestler
Cool.
dressed as Thor.
Yep.
Neat.
I am totally going to
Nice.
wear these all the time.
Yeah, I got them, but I was like, fantastic, fantastic. Can I go now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cam
We're gonna go
opening
from
cinch
bad
bag.
socks to bad
toque
socks
in.
real quick.
Open
Yeah.
said.
Oh, Canada, dude. This saves me cash. I was gonna buy one. Thanks, dude.
Perfect.
Yes.
Canada does love a hockey Canada.
I love me a
too.
toque.
Canada,
And I actually
match
love
now.
cinch bags, so that's perfect.
Perfect.
They're super awesome. All right,
Matching
Give from
cinch.
Dan.
Guys, the bags cost me $15. It didn't cost me
it's fine. It's okay.
anything. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Yeah,
Cam
he's
opening.
asking for the money back.
Cam opening. He wants a return. Cam opening gift from Dan. I think it's a DVD or book.
Prepare to be educated.
Oh,
Oh,
the shield.
oh, blah,
Oh.
blah. The
Oh.
destruction of the shield.
Because I know you
Yeah.
said that you missed the whole thing.
I missed all of
so
it.
You're not gonna miss it
Oh
now.
no!
Can we watch it together?
Cancel all your plans, friends. Carey, I'm not coming over ever again. Guys, yes!
He's got
Oh,
like he has
dude.
like
Let's see it.
he has like 8 hours of wrestling.
Let's see that.
Ooh, yeah. All right, so we got to wrap this up here.
Okay.
Greg, do we have the Nolan Patrick parade? I'm nodding at Greg as if you
No,
should
we don't
know.
have the Patrick's parade.
It's okay. No, don't take the plastic off, you monster! How dare you? How dare
Savage
you?
beast.
Okay.
All right. Well, first
We-
off, go ahead. Are we gonna? You have a message for everyone?
I was just going to thank everyone for
Perfect. Yeah,
listening.
do that.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Hopefully, your Christmases are merry and bright. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, hopefully you enjoy a nice holiday. Spend some time with family and friends. And hopefully you get everything you asked for, even if it might be, a Leafs Stanley Cup in your lifetime.
Jim, what did you ask for Christmas? Jim.
Greg's wife's Brax.
Wow. Appropriate!
Your wife's appropriate hair.
Wow.
Jim is in this sauce.
Whew!
Can Jim say a grace right now? Is it like a grace as if he's about to eat his Christmas dinner?
And we'll close with that.
Yeah. And please include our YouTube channel along with
Why don't you do that now before Jim?
friends and family. We're gathered here to eat this wonderful food. Check out this wonderful podcast.
Little overcooked.
Check us out on Twitter at LastManNPC.
What's is that where you put your thoughts?
Yes.
Mm.
It's what you shouldn't use.
You should
Last-
use.
LastMinutePodcast@gmail.com if you want to reach out to the show. Obviously, you can always comment on our YouTube page, Last Minute Podcast. And Jim, take it away. Give the people a Merry Christmas wish.
Well, first, I'd like to thank little baby Christmas Jesus for this sweet, sweet meal we have in front of us. We have Spam, overcooked macaroni and cheese,
It sounds like a lot of vowels.
and they skimped on the cheese. It's burnt noodles. What it is. I was a little drunk last night. I thought I was doing good. I got half an apple pie here. Got pissed 2
It
nights ago.
sounds like a depressed single person.
Got pissed 2 nights ago and finished that down. Oh, hey, Daniel Henrik, is that you? Oh, no, that's Amir. That's Amir. I said, why am I seeing two of them? Daniel Henrik. Oh, is that a stand-in? Is that a oh, yeah,
I think our podcast goal
I stole that standee
should be
from,
to get Jim Betting on the show.
I stole that standee from the store. I just took it.
If you listen to our archive of posts,
Am
He is
I
on the
out of
show.
ink
You're
now?
talking about
Why am I Oh my God! Oh, that's,
No, I want
Why am I
Jim
eating?
Benning to remember being on the show
why-
because we've
why-
only had drunk Jim Benning.
Why am I eating pedigree dog food? Oh, that's not canned beans. Oh my God! Ooh, that's okay. That's okay.
Don't facilitate any more trades while you're like this.
That's nice. Now, how come my straws? Oh, there's a hole in the bottom of it. There's a hole in the top. Oh my God! How does signs work? I don't know. I'm gonna call the Islanders ice guy. Maybe he'll tell me some tricks and trades to show. What else we got here? Oh yes, a little crabby, little Christmas Jesus. I'd like to thank you for this delicious meal. Delicious. Yes, I love sitting in GM Place by myself. Oh, it's not GM Place. What am I doing? I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know. But I'm so thankful that there's leftover hot dogs from 3 days ago. I'm going to reheat them in some sweet water. Boiled dogs. Now, What am I thankful for this year? Daniel, Henrik, not that little shit Jakey. Fuck that guy. Don't like Jakey.
Jake retired.
You ever thought of fruitcake? It's gross. Ugh. Why did I buy it? You guys ever had a Nanaimo bar? Have you ever had a Nanaimo bar in Nanaimo? It's a bag of shit that stuff is. I think it's, I wish my team was more like any other team in the NHL. God damn it. Dino won't even answer my phone calls anymore. I'm gonna... Merry Christmas.